So good morning. You may be listening to this conversation at some other point. I'm delighted to be with Nicholas Marshall. Nicholas is back from the Caribbean, and Nicholas co-hosts these. I was going to say the Central London. I'm so used to saying the word Central London. That's one of the other property meets which I run. I run the Wandsworth Property Meet that takes place on the third Tuesday of the month. And I'm really delighted to have Nicholas here. It took quite a while to persuade Nicholas to speak, but as soon as I did, he wanted what was it? What was it called? Injury time. I will never forget that one, and I don't think many people will forget that one who were at that particular one-day development workshop early this year. Rather than me rattle on, Nicholas, will you let the listeners know a little bit about yourself?
Yes, I'm Nicholas Marshall, a local to South London property investor. So I run a company called Freedom of Choice. And Freedom of Choice, we do all things property, but only in the South London Croydon area. So basically we'll do properties from, say, Battersea to Gatwick Airport.
Okay, Battersea to Gatwick Airport. So that's your remit, and that's where you're potentially looking for opportunities as well, because I know you're always open to opportunities if it's the right deal. So looking and going forward, Nicholas, to some of the questions which I have for you. Recently, you've worked on a development in, I think, Caterham in Surrey. Do you want to let listeners know about that? I think it was a 17-unit development.
Yeah, so we finalised a 17-unit development this year, March. So it was 14 resi units, 2 commercial units, and a retail unit. So that was about an 18-month project. It was an old garage in Caterham on the hill, and so we built it from basically ground to final completion.
Sure, and that one you sold on, I take it.
That's all the units were sold on.
What? Okay. Well, one of the big strategies at the moment, one of the talks is about build to let. Are you looking to get into that market, or is that?
Most definitely. That's something I find quite exciting. So yeah, I'm looking to get into that market.
Okay.
Yeah. Still doing my research, still looking it through, but yeah, that's something that I'm very interested in doing.
The reason why I asked that is I have a property meet coming up on the 13th of October. It's not too far away. It's a Central London morning property meet, 2016. So in case listeners are listening next year, 2016 Central London property morning meet, and that's a build to let panel. Nicholas, so we've focused a little bit, and I could easily keep you online for quite a while. And as I did promise, it's literally just going to be maximum of about 15 minutes. How about some of the other key questions about how you operate your business? Your team is so key as well, I would take it, in terms of your architects and the other key people in your team. Who are some of the key people in that team? Who is the freedom of choice? Is not just entirely yourself. Is that right, Nicholas?
Yeah, so I think freedom of choice, our speciality is that we do a lot of joint ventures. So basically our motto is that everybody together we can all achieve more. Yeah, so we have different key partners in different areas, and we will deal with different projects with different JV partners, whether it be on a money, time, or skill basis.
Sure. And what makes you connect and cooperate and create these joint ventures? What skill set do you have which manages to synchronize this all together?
Well, basically, I wouldn't say I have a skill set in that way, really. I think anybody can do it. It's just the fact that if we get on with somebody, we like that person, there's some synergy between us and our kind of business morals meet. And then we'll sit down and have a chat. Well, we'll sort of sit down before that, but we'll look to do business with that person, again, on one of those bases. Yeah, so we're very flexible in how we do business.
Sure.
To be kind of our business models to be kind of congruent.
So 17-unit development, to some of my listeners may sound like a huge development. You didn't necessarily start doing 17 units though, did you? In terms of when you started about 20 years ago, what were you looking at back then and more recently as well?
I think, well, basically when we started off, we were just buy-to-let landlords, which we still are. So we're landlords, and we have quite a few units spread across South London, again from between Battersea and Gapthorpe. And so that's how we started off, just by buying a house, fixing it up, renting it out. Then we moved on to title splits, where we would buy a house, put it into flats, perhaps sell one, keep one. And also just do ordinary and straightforward flips. Buy a house, fix it up as it is without no title splits, and sell it. So in that way, we're very flexible. We're not kind of focused on one particular strategy. What our focus is on that area.
Of course, to have deals, you need to get the opportunities and the sourcing. So how is your sourcing arranged? Or do you work with sources? Do you work with estate agents? Auctions? Mixture of all of them?
Well, basically, I said before, but our real motto is about JVing. And so our primary source of properties is from sources, people that we've known for some time, build up a relationship with them. They know that what we're looking for, and that they know that we can complete when the opportunity arises that we like and that suits our criteria. And also, obviously, because we've been landlords for such a long time, we know 2 or 3 key estate agents that will give us an opportunity every now and again.
Nicholas, in terms of your looking forward over the next few years, so going over the next couple of years, or maybe even a little bit further longer term than that, where do you see yourself going? More developments, maybe moving into build to let, maybe staying as a landlord, mixture? Where do you see yourself?
Well, our landlord business will always be there, because that's our core business, and that provides with regular cash flow, so that'll be there. Over the course of time, we'll build on that portfolio, perhaps add 1 or 2 a year over the next 5 years. We'll continue to do simple flips, and we're looking to do developments. I think perhaps we differ from most people is that we're not really focused on one particular strategy. We're really focused on the area. And on that area, we'll do all things, but only in that area.
Is that one of your top tips, suggestions to new listeners out there, new people in the property industry, to be open to different strategies, but to definitely know an area extremely well?
Yeah, that's held us in good stead. So when we find an opportunity, we don't spend weeks trying to analyze it, because we know the area. Yeah, it's something local to us. We've been in that area. We have a property ready in that area, so we have quite a good feel for the market, and our contacts operate in that area. And so I think with us, it's easier. Yeah, and that's what our model is based on. So area specific as opposed to anything else.
What made you concentrate on that particular area, though?
I'm basically born and bred in South London. I'm a massive Chelsea supporter. So yeah, I do all things South London. Even my football team, well, even that's more always London team, but still got a SW postcode. So that's where we're from. If we were born, and a lot of our contacts are from that area as well.
Nicholas,
makes life simpler.
If some of the listeners are starting today or relatively fresh to the property industry, what strategy do you think they should look at? Rent to rent, flips, or potentially JVs?
I would say do things that you like. Yeah, do things that you're comfortable with and that you personally like and have an interest in. Yeah, that's what I say. I think sometimes people want to do things that they don't particularly like, and they won't succeed at it. But if you like it, you have a better chance of being successful.
Sure.
Yeah.
And just to go on a more technical question, in terms of property software, do you use any software which helps your business?
Yeah, well, I think our first software we bought out many years ago at a landlord show called Landlord Portfolio Manager.
Sure, yeah.
And that really helps us. That helps us to manage our portfolio of properties. We know what's coming in, what's going out, the ratio of profits on each property. Yeah, so it's an excellent tool, and we still use it today.
Okay, and in terms of what key question should I ask you, which I haven't asked you, which you think would be worth listeners knowing? Is there anything
Um,
else you want to add for the moment? We're certainly going to do a much more in-depth interview, and if I can convince Nicholas to do an online session at some point, maybe before Christmas or post-Christmas, I certainly will do. But is there anything else you'd like to add? You co-host with me the Wandsworth Property Meet, typically
correct.
on the third Tuesday of the month. Exceptions are August and December, just both those when I have a break.
But,
So auctions is going to be one topic which is going to be in discussion at Wandsworth in November. I haven't confirmed the topics yet for Wandsworth in October. You run your own property meet, not as frequently as mine. It's bi-monthly, so every other month. Is that right, Nicholas?
yeah, so we run a property meet called Freedom Property Co-op, and it's a bi-monthly property meet based in Croydon.
Okay, and is there a website for that?
Yeah, so it's www.freedomofchoice, and choice is spelled CHOYCE.co.uk. And basically, we're a property meet with a difference, because we're really about activity and results. Yeah, so obviously, we like most meetings, we come to meet up and we come to learn, but there's an end result to our meeting is actually doing deals in a JV with all or one of us in that meeting room.
Sure. Nicholas, I want to say huge thanks for you taking time out this morning in this busy climate, I'm sure, for you, because you're literally only back from the Caribbean.
Had a great
So,
time.
yeah. I'm sure you did. So thanks for taking this call, and my viewers can join you at 2 different meets this month. Both
Correct.
your own meet coming up on, I think, the 4th of October.
That's right.
Alternatively, Wandsworth on the 18th of October.
Most definitely. So look
Nicholas,
forward to seeing you then.
yeah, definitely. I want to say huge thanks for joining me this morning.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Goodbye.